I'm live, y'all. Listen, uh, maybe some of y'all could come up with some suggestions, right? Now, let me just say this. I am completely taken aback, all right? Because I have several individuals, right? Several that feel like they just gotta make money off of me, even if I'm not making no money. This is what happens when content creators want to take a break. We just gonna set the my kind to the side and just put yourself in my shoes. I have been building this platform almost 10 years. 10 years. And as soon as I decide, look, let me go over to Takity Tech, they're not aware that I could hear them, which don't make sense. He is saying I'm about to make some money because of the dummium that he lays down with that is being monitored. He knows that this girl has kinetic abilities, and every time she does her chaos and conflict, he ends up in an altercation some kind of way. At work, going to work, coming from work. Now I can't even venture off somewhere else without having some type of attitude about it. Now this is somebody that does not support, they don't donate, they constantly watching the channel that does not have commercials, anything, even downloads my videos with the hopes that he can put them over there on Tuckity Tick. You know, it, it's like it's giving me stalker much, right? And so it almost makes me want to, because I also know the other stuff that him and his girlfriend and his ex-wife is into. So it almost makes me want to. So I could get a visual of this person and put a name to a face. I y'all I'm kind of lightweight upset because as it in his thinking, I'm not popular enough on YouTube, right? But he can't wait for me to go live somewhere else so he can put it on Tickety Talk. He feels like he is not in the portal, but he is, and his ex-wife and all that whole family, and even in the future because of his stalker ways. You have 56 Afro-American females and women and young ladies that you follow on there that are of you. She doesn't know that because you have a fake profile. You are also the same individual that has a different dating app. And when you go on there, you conveniently switch your genders. So you're talking to males sometimes, and then you're talking to females. All of them. All of them. I know where you work. I know where all of you that want to screen record my free content on Tuckity Tick with the hopes that I'll say something philosophical so you could break it down. Y'all, I don't know what to say. Here it is. I am someone that has did nothing but help my entire being. I'm not even talking about just this life. I'm in a messed up situation. But the minute I go, I am not confrontational. I'm not going over there to go live with someone else. Now, you all have to understand, right? This is why when I'm over there on the gram, no one sees who I'm following. Because if I was not a celebrity, why are you running? Wait a minute, don't go live yet. Don't go live yet. Then I got my team saying, no, we don't, no, don't do it yet. Then we got someone that sits and gets projected on all day long after she lays down with an Kia, which came out in the behind the scenes reading because it's a frequency. These ones is purposely getting pendulums and asking the pendulum if a certain person is an angel. And when they lay down with the person, they leave all their negative energy and they say in their mind, when I get up, I'm leaving everything that the God put back in my body on this person. So you're getting up, you're angry, you're itching, you don't know what's going on with your body. All you know is you just thought you wanted a man. First of all, he's not a man. This is why it's hard for me to be a content creator on any platform because of my kind. Now, I'm trying to sit, take a break, build another platform to reach more people. Let me tell you something about the gram, y'all. I had a gram just about as long as I had, let's see, the book. Almost. Before I started this platform here, well, kind of at the same time, I shut it down because that's what I like about the gram. You block somebody on there, you can block all accounts. That's what I like. And let me tell you something. I got so many people blocked on the gram. If I were to take all of these individuals that are blocked, I'd probably be a candidate to have some type of monetization. The same with the book, because I'm not active on there for various reasons. It's like you don't want me to get no money, but you want to make money off of me. Then they sit back and got the audacity to ask God to give them a financial blessing. This is the things that's going on. The reason why I know, because it's impossible, right, for all the angels to be connected with every person in the world. The reason why I know these ones so well is because they say, I'm binding myself to ether. I'm sleeping with ether. I'm in the bed with ether right now. When they're laying down with their person, this is ether. Here, ether, this ether. This is the stuff that they do, y'all. No cap. And I know that if they do it to me, they'll do it to someone that they see visually for whatever reason. If they happen to run across you and they feel like you are sleep worthy, they'll say, I'm sleeping with this person tonight. So yeah, this is how I know, and I can tap in. The guy turns the ear on so I can hear the conversations that they're having about me. There's other kinds and classes that has that capability as well because they did them the same way. I'm talking about when they put T's on angels. Who would even want to do something like that? Why? Of course, you got the ones that feel like they're more upper echelon and they would rather monitor. This is what they call it because they know that's what's happening with them. People that have high status and wealth. And so those ones are not safe either. It's just the audacity, y'all. It is a complete money grab. Now, I can understand a popular tuber, someone with 1 mil subscribers, but me, I don't even have 100K. He's sitting there smiling and gloating, and I'm ready to screen record in that voice. This is why they think I'm picking up their voices, by the way, for my members. Y'all have to understand, I'm picking up this one voice because I'm sleeping with Ether. I'm sleeping with Ether. I'm completely disgusting. The one that when he goes to a restaurant, he rubs the female's hands when when they take the money. They say he's a creep. Because the stuff that when they become so comfortable, y'all, they do the most outrageous stuff. Look into my eyes. Give me money. This is the stuff that they do. Creep, creep, creep. You know, the stuff I get upset with God because he allows this stuff to happen. He's saying, I just want her voice to change right now on TikTok because I know I can go viral. I'm not even going viral. He knows he can go viral with my voice. Like he is my manager or something. Like he done, like he done put money into me, and he deserves my money. Like that. What kind of? Listen, y'all. Listen. They don't know me. I'm trying to tell you. Before it was, I'm gonna be where they think I'm going to eat. This is what I'm doing. Let me tell y'all something. just that quick. You know, so it's been a few times, right? This is like 2 years ago. And I said, come on. Because this is what they're doing when they put T's on people, not just angels. They want something to tell them where you're going to be. And when it's a celebrity, it's different because it's already out there. What everyone needs to understand, because some are genuinely concerned, is that a lot of important people know who I am. It is no secret who I am. Everyone is important, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I go on Talkity Tab to see what others are talking about. I kind of lightweight like it because the feed is shaping itself. I'm trying to get familiar with the interface, so I know how to maneuver. Ese fio no cosio sa shakatina safa. You know what y'all have to understand. What y'all should understand is things do not happen by chance when you are an ascended being. I'm not going to let it detour me from doing what I want to do when I want to do it, as long as God see fit. But what I'm saying is, but one thing I know for a fact, he's not ever going to allow one of these Osifios to be where I'm at any given time. It is all an upset, a setup. This is why this happens, but it's so much of it, y'all. Like, I don't get no breaks. When I say I'm working in my sleep, I'm working in my sleep. There's fractions of angels that are completely upset because of the stuff that he is allowing. It makes it, I said, with this type of stuff, you give individuals the impression that the archangels don't have no power. And that's the wrong thing to do. Because when they come through vicious. Because of the disrespectful things that they say. What they do when they're in the company of someone that they're trying to use. The things that they say. I mean, y'all don't understand. Not just about God's archangels, angels, period. About God. I mean, imagine someone that has been spoon-fed, that has been privileged so much that they decide the moment that they don't get what they want, that they're going to curse God. I don't have as much patience as God. And this is a part of the reason why they're not where I am at. Because I said, Big G, that's what you're finna do to me? Because you already know what's gonna happen. You already know. Y'all see me on the news. The reading that I did behind the scenes, there's going to be a series of readings that come out only behind the scenes. That means if you're not a member, you won't be able to see it until I release it, if I release it. If I were to be no more in 20 minutes, there's already a successor for my stuff. I got children. Grown children. There's already someone that will benefit from my work. So they ought not think that they gonna benefit from mine. Imagine that. You sitting there and you putting in all of this work. It has been done to all the elect ones. This is why there's such a thing called demonology books. Y'all got to understand that one belonged to Melchizedek, Archangel Melchizedek. So he knows what's in there. That is a revised copy. The original been gone so long because you know what happens when they encounter their word? They destroy it. First of all, you're not even in his heritage nor his lineage. So why would you have his book? The only reason why they would have all of these books is to command them to do something. It's not for philosophy. It's not to teach. It's not to inform people. It is they feel like they have their own personal team here. And when they call on these energies out of these books, these holy books, these angelic books, they can't dismiss them. They're just roaming about. Energy is energy. You don't have to have a body when you're a being. It's so much in the astral plane. Y'all have to understand that you have an astral body. That means something that is a being, like an energy, a light body, can go to you in a different plane and start talking to you. Y'all need to understand that. When you ascend so high as an individual, it's not the same for everyone. But when you get to that point, it's possible. Otherwise, there would be nothing like clairaudience, clairsentences. It wouldn't be possible. You have to, they're not sitting there with you. So they're going to the astral plane and doing this. And a lot of people are just now realizing that that is how it is possible. I just want to be able to do something different. What's wrong with that? I am an angel. You hear the switching of the voices because these are the men archangels of all kinds and breeds that watch over me. There is also women, angels, angelic beings, celestial bodies, ETs, aliens, and all of that type of stuff that also do it. So you're going to hear my voice change because I am an angel, an ascended angel, not a self-proclaimed angel. This is the protocol for angels. It's been, let me tell you, there are angels in the professional field, okay? People that get up on podiums. God is not going to allow it to happen to those ones because of the perception now. But in the future, it's going to happen. Because if you can say that you are this, that, and the third, and you want someone to respect it, then why can't an angel say that they are an angel and you be okay with their voice switching right in front of your face without a microphone? That is protocol for angels. I did not like it, and sometimes I do not like it currently because I like to hear my own voice. There's a lot of things that I don't like being an angel. He is so upset because I'm on this platform, and for him, he can't make no money off of me. When I do decide to go live on that platform, any other, you still won't be able to make no money off of me. That's the point of this live. He's sitting there with face off. I'm finally about to do it, y'all. I'm finally about to do it. No one knows she's here. No one knows she's here. And she has over 1.1 million people 4 years ago that's seen her, but no one knows she's here. Type-ish. Oh, those people in Asia don't know who she is, really. I'm probably more popular in Asia than I am here. I can speak Kandasiki. You know, it wouldn't be so bad, y'all, if this is someone that supported my content. This one sits back and tries to downplay and denounce everything that I say. Until he finally started actually using that device the proper way and Googling things. When he went to the bling, it didn't work. So he's not using that anymore. The one that asked AI for everything, he said, wow, that is Gemini technology. I looked it up. Because this is what happens when you are a woman angel. And then you add a black woman angel to it. Yeah. I have to double check and triple check because she's way too intellectual, smart to know all of this stuff by herself on her own. She must be reading off a prompter. She has one of those high-tech cars with a prompter, a built-in microphone, and I got stock rims. So you mean to tell me that I'm gonna sit here and make my vehicle content creator friendly with stock rims? First thing I'm doing is go put some things on them. If I got that type of money, you got to remember, I'm from the hood. This thing will have custom paint. You think I'm about to, why? I got a voice changer already. See, I have my voice changer right now. It just changes automatically. I don't need no microphone with no buttons on it to change it. You know what I'm talking about? You know how long I've been wanting to get my car painted? Where I'm gonna put it at? I got a stock stereo system. My little custom in here is dirty, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get rid of all of that. And you think I done put, where I'm gonna put it at? Where I'm gonna put this high-tech microphone and prompter? What is it going, what you think, I got a spaceship car? You think is something going across the windshield? If that was the case, I've been sold this thing, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all better stop playing. This is an investment car. Because a lot of people want it. But I gotta get out of it first. So everything's staying original. I gotta have something else. Look, let me tell you something. You know one thing I like about this car? Because people that are shallow, they respect you. You know what I'm saying? Especially I done talked about this, especially these ninjas, y'all. Because they expect you to be dolled up. They're not interested in you. But they expect you to be dolled up all the time. They have a preference. You know what I'm saying? I say I'm sliding around here in some flip-flops, some jogging pants, and a hot bonnet on them. You ain't got to look at me, but you're gonna look at this car. Because when you have a nice car, that signifies to other people that you have good credit, or you have or had at some point some type of money. I like it. I like it because occasionally I like to walk. I like to walk, I walk. And then when they see me walking, like if I'm a block away and I walk and then I get in my car, that's the type of person that I am. Because I like to bust people bubbles. I like to make them think. I have had this car for years. And I ain't bust no numbers, y'all. Because it's not for that. I bought it because I seen it and I wanted it. Just like most soft female. Somebody said, I want me a soft female. I said, put him somewhere where he can meet a soft one. And they said, she gonna have a license to carry. Because nothing about you screams you can afford a soft woman. Because they feel like they can. Y'all ever seen a dude that just tired? He old, he tired, he still think he got it, but he got that main one. And the minute he feel threatened, he gonna use that main one. I told you I had a wife. All I wanted was for you to pick up the groceries and bring them here. That's it. Because that's what these soft young gals is doing to these old ones. I seen something on Talkity Tit. She said she looked just as innocent. I said, this how she getting them, right? She's sitting up there with her hoodie on, a clear face, no makeup, young gal, redhead, right? She said, do you know what I like about older guys? This this is what we don't do. We don't finesse them. It was probably guys in there like, she is my kind. Look at her. Look at her. I like the fact that they're attentive. They don't need anyone to show them how to do anything. They don't complain. She I don't know what older guy she's talking about. Of no nationality. They don't die. And I'm sitting there saying, she got them fool. Sitting there just as innocent with a hoodie on like mine. Y'all know what I'm talking about? She know how to do it. That's what most Afro-American women don't do. They feel like they gotta hike them up, put a wig on, put extremely too much makeup on, and all he want is a fresh face and a pullover. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all sitting here, you get on there and it's 15,000 doing the same thing. Shoot, let me tell you something. I'm a freak among y'all when I go live. I'm a freak among y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be like, eat it wrong. Listen, it's so many people that say, if she really wanted to go live, hey, if she really wanted to go live, she could use one of these, and she didn't want nobody to see who she was. She could use one of these filters, right? Hey, you know how the big G will do? You know how the big G will do me? He'll shut that filter off right quick. I done seen it happen to so many people. They be sitting there, turning all angles, and then all of a sudden it's a glitch. You see their bags under their eyes, pimple marks. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but when you get too confident with that filter on, I done seen it done to so many. I said the big G wrong. Look at he wrong. Look what he doing. He'll make it to where there's some kind of interference. It'll stop working. I'm telling y'all, I done seen it. The reason why is because I have children. That's why. There's such a thing called fanatics. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! If you think that they'll do it with a celebrity, what do you think they'll do it with an angel? I said that there's a group of all nationalities and all nationalities that pray for me. Y'all don't think so? There's such a thing called saint candles. Where do you think that concept came from? There was a supply and a demand for that because they had people that wanted to pray under certain saints that are most definitely, archangels now. So this is why. Let me tell you something about Archangel Michael. He rarely talks. He kind of uppity, y'all. He on his way. Listen, let me tell you how I do not call Archangel Michael enough. Let me tell you something. I can probably count on one hand how many times I done called upon Archangel Michael in 5 years. He just because I already know he not tired in the sense where he sleep, but he tired of people calling on him. And then it's always the ones that should not call. And it's kind of like, if they knew who they were to him, they wouldn't do it. Like, Archangel Michael is mean. He is the one y'all call Saint Michael. Because some people believe that there's multiple Michaels that are his type of angel, and it is not. They'll get a different name. You may know of this person as Michael, but that is not his spiritual name. If he's an angel, the same thing with Saint John. It's like, it's only going to be one. There is a Archangel John. Y'all know of him as Saint John, and he is a demon. When I tell you, there is no saints that are not D class. That means they got a demon, including Archangel Dalaman. That is the one that says, "What is your name?" He is also known as the Star of David. We're talking about celebrity angels. It is a thing. Even when they were like us, they were popular. They would be officials in their era. They would be celebrities, content creators, influencers, and this is why they have so much pull. So many individuals call on them. They're celebrity angels. There is Mother Goddess, Mother Earth, Mary Magdalene, Poseidona. All of these are beings that are angels. If they, let me tell you something. With this paradigm shift ascension, that awakened a lot of beings of all breeds. For them to remain, they had to ascend to become an archangel seraphim first, even if they went higher, because there's other higher beings. Let me tell you something. Ishtar is real. And Ishtar is for me, Ishtar is an archangel. Not a seraphim, but an archangel. She is also known as Lilith. This is why when people say that they are reincarnates of such and such and such and such, I say, is they? And they say, no. Because sometimes they are. Sometimes people are reincarnated. But no one on this platform, you know how many people I done ran into on this platform that said that they were Melchizedek, Azrael, reincarnated? There was even a female that said she was reincarnated, a female, and she was Azrael. And he knows who that is. That's the cold part about it. Anytime a certain group of individuals use any archangel's name, any saint, any type of demonishi, they know because they hear their name. This is why they sound different to certain individuals. Some people would say Archangel Michael is mean, really mean, and he does not sound like a happy man angel when he talks to me. It's because he's kind. The ones that are uber, exhilarated, to say that they are these men archangels are the ones that they didn't have strife with in the past. It's given fanatic, because if y'all look, there is various pronunciations for Baal and Baal. Do you know that there was a group that felt like they were bathroom entities? And these are ones you do not. It's kind of like if the Big G say open up that flood, it'll be something like was it Genesis where they marked the doors? It would be something like that. You don't do that with Baal, Sarpus, and Thanos. You don't want to do that. Definitely not with GC Bezel, because those are the ones that will come and mark your door. They do not play. They don't play. So I wanted to come on because I wanted to see his reaction when I went on live here. Now, he's not bold enough to actually follow me on that platform because he think I'm going to block him, which I am. I definitely am, y'all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give a spiritual covering over all of those that do follow me there. So that means when they try, they ought not. Because y'all know how that go. This is what I got to do. Now he's upset because y'all getting something for free. Because best believe if they follow me over there, they already know I'm over here. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to start working on my members content. For those of you that want to become members, the $10 tier will suffice. When you decide that you should move up, there's always a blessing that comes with that. I have the majority of my members that have been here for years are on the first tier, the donation tier. Even if they don't watch all of the videos, they still remain. Y'all have to understand that. So when I say loyal supporters of all economic statuses, it just so happened right now for those of y'all that truly care, this is the first time I've been in this type of situation. Now, I've been homeless as a young adult, but I was also married. And this is the reason why I say to all of y'all, the situation with that, that's a story time there. The situation with that, you can be married to someone and be home. And I had a job. And at some point, he had a job too. It's all kind of variables to homelessness. This is why I want to change the narrative that everyone that is out in the street, everyone that sleeps in their car, don't have jobs and this and that and that and this, because a lot of people do. When it's important. If you do not have a contract in your name that says you are renting something, you are considered homeless by definition. Just because you stay with your sister, your grandmother, your brother, your auntie, your girlfriend, does not mean you are not homeless. If your name is not on our boyfriend, if your name is not on that lease, on that mortgage, that is not considered your home. You don't have the same rights as someone else. Now, let me tell you something. There's reasons why you have regulations. Okay, the first person decided that, hey, I've been here. I may have helped at some point. I stopped helping, or someone said, well, you can live with me, but I don't like what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're moving, and you got to get out tonight, the next day. I don't have nowhere to go. It don't matter. Look, there's reasons why there's regulations against that. Because when someone comes in and they're not on the lease, they still have rights. You still have to go through a protocol to get that person out. And this is a part of the reason why you cannot stay in most hotels and motels over 30 days without checking out for a day. You can come back, but you got, because after 30 days, you are considered a tenant, even if you do not have a lease. So some hotels are residential, but you have to pay weekly or monthly or something like that. And in some states, you may not have to check out. So you have to understand that there was a first person that decided that they were not going to leave somebody's domain. And because they decided that they weren't going to do that, something happened after. It's always a first. So the reason why I'm saying it is because someone is deciding now that they met someone and they've been in their house exactly 32 days. They know because they checked the calendar that he is going to start showing his true self. There's another one that says he has 18 days, another one that says he has 10, another one that says 11 and 12 and so forth and so on. This is what they do, these offer keys. They will show you a false face. And the minute you want them gone, they're going to say, you have to evict me. So when that happens to you, young lady, you might as well go ahead and become a member, because what's happening next is one of them orders to restrain. Because that's the only way you're going to get that off a Kia out of your face. That is it.